It's your boy, Hennythemoor, reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? So, hey, last night we tried to do a little bit of scouting. We tried to do a watch party for the Hawaii Stanford game. And let me tell y'all, that was boring. Right now, I came away impressed with one player, but I don't think it was, worth, everything we had to go through. Because I said we had to sit through like 2 hours of bad football. So, we're back today to bring you some Dallas Cowboys content. We're going to be talking more about Dallas Cowboys versus Giants. We'll talk about some news and updates around the league in regards to the team. And we're going to have ourselves a good time, man. It's a Saturday morning. I usually sit here, drink my coffee, get ready for the day. But I plan on going to the gym, getting out, getting a little work in this morning. So I'm going to sit here, give y'all about an hour, some change, some content, go do that. But we're going to have a good time while we're in here, man. But, hey, y'all know the usual rules and regulations when y'all slide into the liquor store, man. First and foremost, first thing I need you to do is to go ahead and hit that like button, right? The more likes that you get on a YouTube video, the more that YouTube will promote it, the more that folks will find their way into the liquor store. So if you rock with your boy Hennythemoor, all you gotta do is hit that like button. Don't cost you nothing, and it goes a long way, in helping the channel grow, helping folks find their way in so they can come in and get drunk with us off this content, man. So make sure you hit that like button on the way into the liquor store. After you hit that like button, I need you to spin right back around and hit that share button. Because first and foremost, sharing is caring. But for real though, we're trying to manifest that 6th championship inside the liquor store, man. We're trying to manifest ship number 6. So, we need y'all to do nothing but 6s inside the liquor store, man. Right? You can share the content 6 times. You can drop 6 emojis, 6 shot glasses, 6 stars, 6 championships. It don't matter. We're trying to manifest that 6th championship inside the liquor store. So, hey, share it 6 times, drop 6 emojis, whatever you got to do. But we're trying to manifest that 6th championship, man. And then last but certainly not least, man, the most important thing for y'all to do is to find the nearest Eagles fan to you and slap the dog shit out of them. Because if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will receive half off all the merchandise inside the liquor store. Yo, Joshua Fisher, what's up with you, man? Hey, I see you drop them 600s in there, my boy. Hey, salute to my boy Joshua Fisher, part of the Wrench Gang. Salute to you. I appreciate you sliding in and rocking with your boy this morning, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, we got exactly what you need to succeed in the liquor store, man. So you gotta use that discount, man. So we got Cowboy Readers, we got Hen, we got Gin, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. So tap in and come get drunk off this Dallas Cowboys content with your boy Hennythemoor, man. And one more thing. I said last but not least, but I'm getting older, man. When you get a certain age, things just tend to slip your mind. But this is the last day, right? This is the last day that you can enter to win the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, right? So if you want to win the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, the day is gonna be the final day that I accept raffle entries, and then we're gonna pull the winner tomorrow. Sunday we're gonna pull the winner, and whoever wins, just let me know the size, color, brand, and everything else of the jacket that you want, and we'll make that happen for you, man. But yeah, so this is the last day. So if you want to participate, or if you already participated and want to improve your odds of getting it, just hit the Cash App. It's $ Hennythemoor, or you can send $5 through the super chat or the super stickers, man. Hey, Kevin Godwin said grinding early. Hey, man, I don't even consider this work. So I put work into it, but I love the Dallas Cowboys. I love the Dallas Cowboys. So I would probably do this even if I wasn't getting paid for it. But I love making content. I love sharing my thoughts and feelings about them boys. So I don't even consider it as work. But I appreciate y'all taking time out your day to come in and even listen to your boy. You know what I'm saying? Inside the liquor store, y'all boys are the real MVPs. Like, real talk, y'all are the real MVPs inside the liquor store. A lot of the things I do over here, sending folks PlayStations and sending folks to games and things like that, I would not be able to do that without y'all support. The equipment I get, I would not be able to do that without y'all support. So, I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do inside the liquor store. And hopefully together, as a team and as a unit, we can keep growing and keep doing great things moving forward in the future. So yeah, I appreciate all y'all for everything y'all do. But hey, we've been, but to get right into the content though, we've been spending a lot of time, discussing the New York Giants. Right, it's the first game of the season. It's right around the corner. There's tons of reasons we've been talking about the Giants. Matter of fact, hell, let's be honest. The Dallas Cowboys are doing their due diligence. They're preparing. They're getting ready. They're practicing, looking at film. They're dedicating themselves to beat the Giants right now. Roster moves are settled. Preseason is dead and done. We got the practice squad filled out. Everything should be focused on week 1. 8 days from now, beating the New York Football Giants. So in 8 days, the Dallas Cowboys will be out there getting victory number 1. But we still got to talk about how that's going to happen. It's easy to say, we're just going to show up, roll our helmets onto the field, and beat the shit out the Giants. Right? Cause we always end up beating the brakes off the Giants. But I want to be realistic about how we need to, about how we need to handle it. Right? Because I want us to be football fans that have a good understanding and a good grasp of the game and what's going on, right? So if we do lose, right, we understand, what the path to victory was for the Giants, because every team has a path to victory in the NFL. It says Colorado football is supposed to play. Colorado football will be on at about 11 o'clock, I believe. I will probably check that game out. I probably have to catch the first part of that game at the gym. What's up with your 1295 top shotter? Salute to you, my boy. I appreciate you sliding in and showing love to the channel, man. Salute to you. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm excited to see that game though. Of course, Deion Sanders, helped us win our last championship. One of the best cornerbacks in NFL history. Definitely, probably deserves a spot in our ring of honor. So I do want him to do good. He said, I'm looking at their safety. I'm looking at Hunter in general. They're planning on playing that boy Travis Hunter at both wide receiver and corner. So I'm very interested in him. And TCU is supposed to be one of the better teams in the country this year. I'll take a look and see which guys flash on the screen for me from their team. But I'm not gonna be doing much watch party for these college games like we were doing. Now if it's like the game Sunday, I might do a watch party for that. But I think I'm gonna stick to more Dallas Cowboys content in the coming days, in the coming weeks or so. Because season is here. What I'm saying? I can catch up on prospects at a different time, but I can't catch up on the week-to-week stuff with the Dallas Cowboys and in the preparation for the upcoming teams. So, let's go ahead and talk about the Giants, man. I know we beat the Giants all the time. And if we're being technical, Dak Prescott, when he's the starting quarterback, has not lost a game to the New York Giants since 2016. So 2017, Dak Prescott swept the Giants. 2018, Dak Prescott swept the Giants. 2019, Dak Prescott swept the Giants. 2020, Dak Prescott played one game against the Giants, got hurt, but we got a win in that game, so we went on his win column. 2021, Dak Prescott swept the Giants. 2022, he only played the Giants once, and he beat them. So Dak Prescott has not lost against the New York Football Giants since 2016. That's 7 years ago. It's been 7 years since the New York Giants have beaten Dak Prescott, whether it's been, in the Meadowlands, whether it's been in Dallas. So going right into the game, we should feel comfortable, having Dak Prescott under center. Now, if it was a Cooper Rush or a Trey Lance or anybody else, right? Because we seen them beat our backups before. We seen them beat an Andy Dalton, right? But history says as long as you have Dak Prescott out there, you should be fine. But that's very surface level, right? That's very surface level. I feel that we will win the game, but it's going to come down to more than just having Dak Prescott. Jose Banks, what's up with you, man? I appreciate you sliding in and showing love to the channel. One of the points I want us to really focus in on is stopping not just particularly the run for the New York Giants. We all know that the Giants were the fourth ranked rushing attack in the National Football League last year. Right? We all know they were the fourth ranked rushing attack in the league last year. Hey, what's up with you, John Jones? Salute to you. He said, good morning, Henny and Cowboys Nation. Good morning to you too, my boy. Thank you for sliding in and showing love to the channel, man. Hey, make sure you hit that like and share button on the way in, man. Make sure you hit that like and share button on the way in for your boy. But yeah, we know that they were the number 4 rushing attack. But primarily, an area where we've had more trouble, than just particularly stopping the run, is stopping the running quarterback. Right? Daniel Jones is not Mike Vick. Daniel Jones is not even Jalen Hurts or any of these other quarterbacks. But they will use him like that. He's not Josh Allen. But Brian Dable was Josh Allen's coordinator, so he has no problem using Daniel Jones in the manner that he used Josh Allen. So take a look at these numbers. Take a look at these stats. Take a look at these statistics and how he fared as a runner compared to all the other quarterbacks last year. You would be surprised, right? So first and foremost, this is from StatMuse. It's a free site. It gives you pretty much good rushing statistics, good statistics in general. You just gotta word it right. So in the 2022 season, Jalen Hurts was the quarterback that had the most rushing attempts. He had 165. So Jalen Hurts had the most rushing attempts. After him, Justin Fields. Justin Fields in 2022 had 160 rushing attempts. Of course, this includes all scrambles and all design runs. So this overall rushing attempts. The third quarterback who had the most rushing attempts was Josh Allen. Josh Allen, who we know is a big, strong, dual-threat quarterback. He had 124 rushing attempts last year, right? And then the quarterback with the fourth most rushing attempts in the National Football League in the 2022 season, it was Daniel Jones, right? Surprisingly, Daniel Jones ran the football more than Marcus Mariota. He ran the football more than Lamar Jackson, even though I know Lamar Jackson got hurt, right? All these other athletic quarterbacks, right? He ran the ball more than them. So Daniel Jones was fourth in rushing attempts by a quarterback last year. And with those attempts, he ended up with 708 rushing yards, averaging about 5.9 yards a carry, averaged about 44 yards a game on the ground, and he ended up with 7 rushing touchdowns, which was third most in the NFL at the quarterback position. So Daniel Jones, I have issues with him as an overall quarterback, right? He still has to prove to me that he could consistently win with his arm. He only threw for 15 passing touchdowns last year. When he did get his touchdowns into the 20s, he threw a bunch of interceptions. So he still has to prove to me that he can win with his arm. But there is no doubt in my mind, that they will use him as a runner. And given our track record with stopping running quarterbacks, right? We had issues with Robert Griffin III back in the day, right? We've had issues with Jalen Hurts, last year trying to stop the run. Right, we've had issues. I know we ended up winning the game, but Justin Fields went crazy. When he utilized his legs to get the Dallas Cowboys when we played the Bears. Right, so we've had an issue stopping running quarterbacks. Now that's going to be one of my primary keys to victory. Going into Week 1 against the New York Football Giants. How will the Dallas Cowboys contain the legs of Daniel Jones? Now, don't get me wrong. Daniel Jones is not this super burner. If I'm not mistaken, Daniel Jones only ran like a 4.8 at his combine. But, he's a long strider. When he builds up a head of steam, like he can move quickly. I believe that they clocked him at over 20 miles an hour at full speed. So he's a guy that if he gets up to his top speed, can move. But, he's not the same caliber of runner as a Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson or anybody like that. So how will the Dallas Cowboys handle Daniel Jones? Well, first and foremost, right, you want him, you don't want him stepping up through the pocket. Right? You don't want him stepping up through the pocket. If he has to try and break for a run, you have athletes on the edge that can outrun Daniel Jones. Like DeMarcus Lawrence can set an edge. He's a great run defender. If he gets the angle, he can try to track down a Daniel Jones trying to get off on the edge. Micah Parsons has speed like a wide receiver, if we're being honest. Man has 4.3 speed. So, him and Daniel Jones, in a foot race to try to get the edge, I'm gonna take Micah Parsons. So on the edge, a Micah Parsons, a Sam Williams, a DeMarcus Lawrence, right? Our safeties will be in the box. I think that they have the athleticism and foot speed, to keep him from getting out on the edges. Where most quarterbacks got us, in the run game, was really stepping up through the middle of the defense. Right? We know that we had issues, in the middle of our defensive line from defensive tackle play most of the year. That's really why we've been susceptible to the run. So him stepping up through the pocket, right? Him stepping up through the pocket is more of an issue of him just taking off on the edges because we got speed on the edges. So first key of victory, do not let Daniel Jones step up in the pocket to run. We need to be collapsing the pocket in his face, right? And that's really a key. That's really a key to victory most weeks. Even when you're playing a quarterback, that isn't athletic. Most guys are going to go down. If Tom Brady gets pressure in his face, he's going down. Because all quarterbacks are taught not to run backwards, away from pressure in the pocket. But more so even this week. Daniel Jones trying to step up through the pocket, that's the one place that he can't. I trust Micah Parsons with him on the edge. I trust DeMarcus Lawrence with him on the edge. I trust Marquise Bell, J-Ron Curse, and run support if he will try to get through the edge. But Mozzie Smith and Hankins, that should change with Mozzie. He's been doing really well in the middle. Willie Stovall, I agree with you. It's going to come down to Mozzie Smith, Jonathan Hankins, those defensive tackles that we got in the middle. Those will be the guys, who have to go in there and make Daniel Jones' job hard. If he can step up and go, he's leaving. Right? If he can step up and go, he's leaving. But hey, shout out to my boy. It's Too Easy for the $5 Cash App. They got you another raffle entry for the Dallas Cowboys jacket or pullover. And remember, man, this is the last day to get your raffle entries in. If you want to win, the jacket or pullover of your choice, get the raffle entries in before the day is over. I'll make sure to go live again today, just for folks to get their entries in. But today is the last day, and then tomorrow we will draw the winner. So we'll draw the winner tomorrow, and today will be the last day you can get your raffle entries in. But don't trip. If you weren't able to enter into this raffle, we do raffles every month. So don't trip. If you want an opportunity to win something else down the line, I'll let you know what the next raffle would be. But for the jacket or pullover, today is the last of the Mohicans. But yeah, I definitely do agree with you. Mozzie Smith, defensive tackle core, you will have to stop Daniel Jones when he tries to go escape up the pocket. Because I trust everybody else. When we go down the line, we have much better. He said Houston up in Texas, the real team in Texas. No, y'all ain't. Y'all not. Because y'all did not even win the last game against the Dallas Cowboys. So you have the least amount of playoff success. You have the least amount of championships. You did not even win the head-to-head against the Dallas Cowboys. You have no bragging rights. So tell your team, get their weight up, improve their personnel, right? Get their shit together. And then when y'all ready to play a real team like them damn Dallas Cowboys, y'all pull up, put your big boy pads on, and we can get down. We can get down to business. But till then, you know what I'm saying? I need y'all to go ahead and finish y'all little rebuild. Like y'all in the middle of a rebuild. We trying to figure out how to win the championship. There's levels to this. We trying to get over the hump. Y'all trying to get to where we at. He said Houston, this is real. Yeah, Houston ain't no real team. Houston ain't had a real team since the Oilers left, man. And then listen, Y'all not even the real team in Houston. Because the Oilers became the Titans. The Oilers with the Tennessee. Hey, listen, man. You know we got love for East Side. You know he delusional. But you know we try and support our people as they go through mental health crises because he's delusional right now. He done drunk the Kool-Aid over there with Houston, and the Kool-Aid was laced with cyanide. You know his brain is all the way messed up. You know he drunk the same Kool-Aid that Jim Jones was passing out. So you know he out here tweaking, but we still love the boy Eastside Harold, right? So hey, let's pray for Eastside. You know hopefully that cyanide, that fentanyl, whatever it is they lace that Kool-Aid with, leave his system and he get back to being Eastside, man. You know he be wilding. Yeah, they done put a root on Eastside, man. Yeah, he got cousin Custer. I tweaked out there. Yes, because you're a team that has never won a championship. Listen, do y'all even have a Hall of Fame quarterback? Because the Houston Texans don't have any Hall of Fame players. Because the Houston Oilers, like I said, the Houston Oilers, you know, will be classified as Tennessee Titans. So y'all don't even have Hall of Fame players. The only person that might make the Hall of Fame from Houston Texans is probably I can't think of the wide receiver. What was Ken Pope's name? He was hard. Yeah, I think that might be the only guy that has a shot at making the Hall of Fame from your sorry ass franchise. They said David Carr, man. Y'all tweaking, man. Y'all wilding. All right, another key to victory. Right, so we know that they plan to run Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones had the fourth most rushing attempts of any quarterback in the National Football League last year. Had over 700 yards. Had 7 rushing touchdowns. Andre Johnson, thank you. Andre Johnson was hard. But see, McNair and Moon, you know, are classified as Tennessee Titans. They're classified as Tennessee Titans / Houston Oilers. So you know when the Houston Oilers moved and became the Tennessee Titans, so they got all their records and everything else. So you know the Houston Texans started over fresh in 2000. So in their 23 years of existence, you know Andre Johnson is their only good player. Andre Johnson and J.J. Watt. What's up with you, Kelvin Hicks? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. All right, so we went over, you know, the importance of stopping Daniel Jones as a runner. If we stop him from escaping up the pocket, we have the athletes, you know, on the edges to stop him when he tries to escape on the edge. Michael Parsons ain't going for that shit. D-Law ain't going for that. You know, our safeties are good in run support. We got it. Now that we discuss how to stop them running. Yeah, we hit hard, so you know. So let's go to how they wish to attack us passing the ball. We know that they were not a very good passing attack last year. If I'm not mistaken, they were the 27th ranked passing attack. Daniel Jones only threw for 15 passing touchdowns. They averaged under 200 yards passing a game. They were not great, but they did improve their skill position players. And we do know that they are a heavy utilizer of play action passes. That is the calling card of Brian Dable. RPOs, traditional play action passes. That's what he does. So, you know, that even reflects with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, in the 16 games that he played in the 2022 season, he attempted 149 play action passes. Right, so he attempted 149 play action passes, and he had a very stellar 75% completion percentage off of that, 1,054 yards off of that, average 7.1 yards, had 7 passing touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So play action passes, that is really Daniel Jones' strengths. So how do you stop the play action? What do you do to neutralize the effectiveness of a play action? Well, you look at at numbers at face value, right? The numbers at face value say, that play action works regardless of if you're running the ball efficiently or not. And you believe the advanced analytics blindly, because people still have to read their keys and still are responsible in run support. A lot of time, play action still works even when, running the ball is not being, even when you're not running the ball efficiently. However, right, when you have a smart coordinator, when you have veteran players, I still believe, if you stop the run, right, if you stop the run, and it's obvious that it's a play action coming, you can neutralize some of the effectiveness of it. So I still wholeheartedly believe that. Most advanced analytics would say otherwise, but it's just from the mental aspect of it. Like if I am a veteran player, like Micah Parsons, like if I'm Micah Parsons, and I know you ain't ran the ball for 2 times this entire half, and you come out here with this play action and this play action fake, and I done read my keys, and this looks like a set that you usually run play action out of. Like I feel like I should trust my instincts to pin my ears back and just go get the quarterback and disregard the fake. Right? So, I believe, give certain players certain situations, regardless of the play action is utilized. I think that heady players, will be able to overcome that. I think there's certain heady players. He said Daniel Two-Leg Jones. Yeah, that man horrible, man. Let's see. My boy said, I stay 45 minutes from Houston. I ain't never went to a Texas game. So what that tell you, Henny? Man, it tells us, hey, shout out to my boy Devontae Darby, by the way. It tells us that Houston ain't shit. And that's exactly what it tells us. That's exactly what it tells us. So finding a way to neutralize the play action pass, right? A lot of times teams call play action, where there's still a threat of the run. If you get behind, right? If you build a big enough lead, if you get behind, if you force them to long yardage situations, you're probably not going to call a play action on 3rd and long, right? 3rd and long, I think it's more important to get into your drop back than try to sell a fake. So combating whatever way they come up with to combat the play action pass, we all know that's something they want to utilize. That is one of the keys to victory for me. Because listen, just about half of his actual touchdowns came on play action. He said, best thing out of Houston is screwed. Yeah. And listen, I think the turkey leg hook has more value in Houston than the Houston Texans. I think the turkey leg hook has more value in Houston than the Houston Texans. So there's that. So far, we'll talk about keys to victory, things to get us over the hump against the New York Giants come week 1. The first thing that we stated was stopping the running quarterback in Daniel Jones, right? And most importantly, preventing him from running up the middle. Then we said we have to neutralize the threat of the play action pass. Half of Daniel Jones' passing touchdowns basically came on play action. He threw 15. 7 of them were on play action. So neutralizing, the opportunities to actually use the play action pass, right? That would be one of my keys to victory. Another one is really one that you can take week in and week out, right? There are some keys that change depending on the team that we play, and there are some keys that are the same week 1 through week 17. Do not turn the ball over. Because listen, the last game when we played the Giants, we had 2 interceptions. We threw 2 interceptions. We still ended up winning that game, very handily. We went up 2 possessions in that game. So don't give them any hope. Don't keep it close. Overall, position by position, we are probably the better team. We have the better quarterback, the better wide receiving core. We have the better offensive line. We have the better overall defense, better pass rushers, better corners, better safeties. You know, we're more complete at most areas than the New York Giants. So unless we allow them to hang around, you know, I fully expect the Dallas Cowboys to eventually pull away from the Giants. But, you know, we can't pull away from them. We give them extra possessions. We can't pull away from them. We give them, you know, pick sixes or fumble recovery for touchdowns and things like that. So another key of victory of mine is to play clean. But I know that we've shown that we can hand the ball, give the ball over to the Giants and still win. But I don't want them to even be in the game. It's week one. I want to set the tone. I want to set the standard. You know, don't turn the ball over. The New York Giants are a team that got the little brother syndrome right now. If you come out and you punch the Giants in the mouth, what's up, B-Bird? Thank you for tapping in and showing love, my boy. He said we beat them last year without Cooks and Gilmore. I know, and like I pointed out, Dak Prescott has not lost to the New York Giants in 7 years. This is since 2016. Swept them in 2017, swept them in 2018, swept them in 2019. The sole game he played in 2020, he beat them. Swept them in 2021. The sole game he played in 2022 against them, he swept them. We beat them. So Dak Prescott has not lost against the New York Giants in 7 years. But, you know, at the same token, you know, we're going to talk about how to beat them, what to do. So the keys to victory that I came up with so far. Hey, shout out to my boy Craig for sliding in. All right, so we came up with some keys to victory. First and foremost was to stop the quarterback run. Right? Daniel Jones had the fourth most rushing attempts by a quarterback last year, 700 yards on the ground, 7 rushing touchdowns. And most importantly, stopping him up the middle. Because we have guys on the edges like Michael Parsons that can stop him trying to escape on the edge. So Michael Parsons and D-Law can contain the edges. I just gotta make sure that Mozzie and Hankins can, you know, eat up space in the middle to prevent him from stepping up. If he can't step up and through, I think we're good on the threat of the quarterback run. Right? If the play breaks down. Of course they'll try RPO. You know, they'll try RPO and things like that. But, you know, I'm not too concerned about that. I think we can get Daniel Jones. Then, you know, another key to victory I came up with was neutralizing, you know, the efficiency of their play action passing. Daniel Jones completed over 75% of his play action passes. Half his touchdowns came off of play action. Got over 1,000 yards on play action. So, his bread and butter is RPO and, you know, standard play actions. If we can neutralize the opportunities they get to use that, if we get them in third and long situations, you know, you're going to see traditional drop backs. You know, if we win on first downs, you know, you tend not to run a play action, you know, on second and long and third and long. So if you win on first down, I think you can neutralize, you know, the prospect of play action. Then, of course, I said not to give the ball away. And like I said, that's going to be true week 1 through game 1 to game 17 to, you know, the postseason to the Super Bowl. That's always going to be true. Like I said, some of these are team based, and some of these never change. So just don't turn the ball over. We shown we can throw 2 interceptions and still beat the Giants. But if we don't throw any interceptions, we're going to smack the Giants up. If we don't fumble it away, we don't throw picks, we're going to win this game by maybe 3 scores. We don't give any extra opportunities. Yo, DC for Life, Texas. What's up with you, man? Thank you for stopping by and showing love to the liquor store. He said, DC for Life, let's freaking go. Hey, Cowboys love number 6. You know you always turn me up with that, my boy. Sadiqa Charles, what's up with you? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. I appreciate you for rocking with me. And good morning, by the way. Good morning. You know, he said we need another running back and 2 linebackers. Listen, Dan Quinn does not believe in traditional linebackers. He did not believe in traditional linebackers. When Dan Quinn went to Atlanta, he got more of the coverage linebackers. He went and drafted a Deion Jones. You know, no, I'm giving the Giants all the credit in the world. I just believe in us way more than I believe in the Giants. We're a better team than the Giants, Craig. We're a better team. We have the better quarterback. We have the better wide receivers. We have the better defense. We have the better offensive line as a whole. All right, and Craig, that's fine, but we don't traditionally play. We play big nickel more than we play any other package. We're in big nickel over 70% of the time. Right, there are a lot of times where we only have one linebacker on the field. Right, but we usually play three. We usually play three safeties. We usually have two safeties in the box, one linebacker, and usually have one safety back. No, not anything can happen. If anything, a better team this is what I'm gonna say about week one. Usually the better team wins in week one because the better team has had more time to prepare for the inferior team. Like the Dallas Cowboys have been looking ahead, taking notes on the Giants for over a month. So did I hear if the Cowboys were interested in Mike Evans? I haven't heard that. I heard that contract negotiation with Mike Evans broke down with his team. But listen, every time a big name player, is unhappy with their team, the Dallas Cowboys names always pop up. Yeah, they always pop up. You know what I mean? So, I don't put too much stock in it at this point. If you want to raise the value, if you want to get your name ringing, just mention the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, yeah, nah, Craig, you good, brother. Hey, y'all asking questions and interacting with me make half the show. Yeah, I don't really see a place for us to have that board, really. Because when you dig it, we already got all our spots filled. So you would have to either get rid of Jalen Tolbert, who you got for the next 3 years, this year, the year after, and the year after that. Right, we got him for super cheap. Right, we got him for super cheap the next 3 years. So I want to keep Jalen Tolbert around. I don't see the Dallas Cowboys, swapping out Michael Gallup for Mike Evans right now. But so I don't really see a spot for Mike Evans. I love his talent. I love his talent. He's a great player. Played at Texas A&M, a Texas kid. But I don't really see how the Dallas Cowboys can even fit him on the team. Yeah, B-Bird. Dallas Cowboys ain't trying. Listen, Dallas Cowboys aren't really even trying to pay. They really ain't even trying to pay Michael Gallup right now. Hey, shout out to my wife stopping in and dropping the rose, baby. I see you. I hope all is well at work. Love you dearly, and thank you for stopping by and gracing the page with your love. Y'all make sure y'all tell my wife hello in the chat box. He said, "I'm ready to see that Donald One's pick his butt up all night long." He said we need to get Hunt or Fournette before it's too late. Yeah, they love to get out of. Yeah, they love to get out of that contract. Donald Jones. Oh, Ronald Jones. Okay. But yeah, man. Yeah, Ronald Jones ain't gonna play anytime soon. Cause he got a rehab, but then he suspended the first 2 games. So I'm really surprised that they allowed Ronald Jones to stay around up to this point. But hey, they see him more than I do. Hey, I appreciate those words, Craig. I appreciate that a lot. He said, what smaller name back is available that we could possibly pick up? Let's take a look. NFL free agents. There's still some free agents out there, so let's take a look. All right, so let me go to the position of running back and let's see what they got. All right, so these are the running backs that are available right now. Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt, J.D. McKissick, Rex Burkhead, Giovanni Bernard, David Johnson. I think David Johnson's like semi-retired. Kenyon Drake, Royce Freeman, Jeremy McNichols, Damian Williams. If I'm not mistaken, Damian Williams was the starting running back when the Chiefs' first Super Bowl win. So there's a couple guys that are available. Ooh, don't be like that, boo. You know he's okay. You see what I gotta? Y'all see what I gotta deal with? Yeah, that's some quality. You know what I'm saying? At least for what we're asking for, right? At least what we're asking for. We're not asking for a running back to come in and be our savior, to be our bell cow, or anything along those lines, right? If anything, you know, we're asking for another emergency running back. Said you would love Hunt. You know what? I'm willing to give Hunt an opportunity. He didn't fare too well the last game. Well, last season, but you know, he only averaged about 3.8 yards a carry. But you know, he didn't run in our scheme or behind our offensive line. So you know, I would give Kareem Hunt an opportunity. I can't say that I won't. And listen, especially, you know, depending on how my other running backs do. I believe in Rico Dow and I believe in Deuce Vaughn. But if they don't get the job done, I'm definitely not calling on Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones is not a person that I'm looking forward to calling up and trying to help me. Right? So if Tony Pollard is the only running back that is effective for me, you know, to start the season, then, you know, I'm definitely, you know, going to lean towards bringing in another running back. Oh yeah, I ain't tripping about you know, I ain't tripping about the carries. It's just the yards per carry what concerns me. Right? Because yeah, the yards per carry what usually concerns me. If you still average, you know, over 4 yards an attempt, I usually give you an opportunity. But you know, I'm willing to give Kareem Hunt a chance, especially if my plan A don't work. You know, us as a franchise, you know, we invest in stuff in the off season. We see it doesn't work, and you know, we wait till next off season to address it. So I hope, you know, if we see that our plan at running back is a no-go, I hope that we 86 it, and you know, we move to a new direction. Because I don't need it to be weeks, you know, I don't need it to be after the trade deadline or, you know, going to the playoffs and we still concerned about the backup running back spot. You know what I mean? I said I wouldn't have mind keeping Zeke, especially since all you had to do was restructure him. Right? You could have gave him a haircut and kept him on the team. So you know. But yeah, man, let's take the time and have a quick little light break real quick. He said, why is Jones still on the team? I have no idea. Cowboys clicks out, I'm a hustler, man. Hey, man, I don't know about a hustler. You know, I'm just a dude that goes live and bring y'all Cowboys content, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a guy that like talking football. But, you know, let's take a quick little light break, man. You know, I got over 30 folks in the liquor store with me right now. And I only got, let's see, 28 likes. So everybody ain't hit the like button yet, man. Please hit that like button for me. If you ain't slapped that Eagles fan upside the head just yet, man, make sure you slap that Eagles fan up. And, you know, if you want to, I love y'all too, man. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. And, you know, today is the last day for the Dallas Cowboy ticket. I keep saying ticket. Today is the last day for the Dallas Cowboy jacket raffle. So if you want to enter, either send $5 to the Cash App, which is $Hennythemoor, or you can send super chat or super stickers for the raffle entry. Hey man, no, thank you for making the logo. Matter of fact, my boy had made a Superfly logo for the wrench game. Like he made a Superfly logo for the wrench game. Matter of fact, if I saved it, I can upload it real quick so I can show y'all. He said my pimp hand, aka Eagle Slap hand, nice and powdered. He said, check my likes now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm up to 29. I'm up to 29 likes. But hey, that's pretty decent. There's 31 folks on the YouTube page. Hey, it's no problem, DC for Light Texas. Support is support. Support does not have to always be monetary. You know what I mean? As long as you like and share, I appreciate that. That goes a long way. That helps me a lot, and I appreciate you for that. He said college football is back, and you did your due diligence. Hey, I have too. I'm doing my due diligence too. And listen, I want y'all to call yourselves, honorary scouts when y'all watching college football. Right, the guy that flash on the screen, the guy that catch your eyes. Just write their names down. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes college football fun because you can watch the games. You see these players doing well. They eventually have to go to the NFL. They eventually will be draft prospects. So you see guys. It could be a random ass game, but you see guys going crazy and balling. Just jot their name down on a piece of paper, and you keep it. Right, and you just keep adding names to that sheet of paper every time you watch a college game. Every time you watch a college game, just keep adding names to that sheet of paper. And that's pretty much how scouts do it. They go and watch these guys live. They take notes, and then they go back on the back end and they watch film. But most times scouts go watch the games in person or watch the games live. Right. So hey, I want y'all to consider yourselves liquor store scouts. We all out here watching these college football games today and tomorrow, man. Hey, shout out to my brother B Bird for the $2 super chat. My boy said, shout out to Henny, the people's champ. Hey, I appreciate you, my boy. Thank you for the love, man. I'm always looking for another Josh Ball since Josh, most greatest player ever to play the organization, ever known to man, the super. Why are you like this, my boy? Oh my God. But hey, I love Josh Ball slander, but I still hope the boy heal up. And I'm saying, listen, the Dallas Cowboys should have cut Josh Ball. They should have cut him with an injury settlement. But they're for some reason they're not giving up with Josh Ball. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he got the Illuminati phone, with the sex tapes and the, and the locations of the bodies or whatever it is. But I have no idea, why they love Josh Ball the way they love Josh Ball, man. He said, I like it because I get them laughs. Hey, man, that tickles me every time, bro. That definitely tickles me every time, my guy. Ooh-wee. All right, so let's get back to some keys to victory, right? So what we said so far, we said stopping Daniel Jones, the quarterback run. Stop the quarterback run. Neutralize the opportunities for the play action pass, basically win the turnover margin, right? Then another one for us. I'm glad that we brought up running backs, right? Because we were talking about running backs. That's a great segue. Said Josh Ball was a risky, Jerry is a genius if this works out pick. Yeah. Willie Stovall said, slow down Darren Waller. I mean, yeah. I believe that to be the case, but let me show y'all something about his primary defender. J-Ron Curse is gonna be his primary defender, right? All right, so peep my boy J-Ron Curse, man. Peep my boy J-Ron Curse and how he be holding up. Said a gimme game. A gimme game, yeah. Now we have the same definition. A gimme game is pretty much a layup. It's a game you're supposed to roll out of bed and win. So J-Ron Curse recorded an 84.8 grade versus the Giants on Thanksgiving, right? So he was super highly graded against the Giants the last time he played them. Curse has something to prove in a matchup versus the former All-Pro Darren Waller, but the last game that they played, he held Darren Waller to 2 receptions, right? And I know people like, well, Darren Waller got hurt and had to leave that game, right? Well, here's something else for y'all. Here's J-Ron Curse's overall coverage grade last year. I know it's hard to see. I know it probably small to your eyes. You can't read this, right? Hey, shout out to my brother, 55 S.A. Richburg for sliding in. He said, "What's up, my man Henny? Good morning. Did you get my last super sticker?" I think I got your last super sticker last night when you had the punching pair. I received it. And I appreciate you for it too, my guy. I appreciate you for the super sticker. Was that the last one you sent, or did you send one after the punching pair? Matter of fact, I can check after this. But I think I got your last one, brother. All right, so let me read y'all off the statistics for J-Ron Curse, because I know that's very small, probably hard to see. So, J-Ron Curse was targeted 44 times all last year. He only gave up 32. He only gave up 32 catches in a game, right? He only the most catches he gave up in a game last year was 6. Did not surrender a single touchdown in coverage, and he got an interception to go along with 3 pass breakups. So J-Ron Curse, right, and he mostly covers linebacker. I mean, he mostly covers tight ends. Occasionally covers running backs. J-Ron Curse in coverage is basically locked down. He did not surrender a single touchdown. He did not surrender a single touchdown all last year. In 2021, when he played Travis Kelce, he held Travis Kelce to 3 catches for 24 yards and got an interception off of him. Right, so J-Ron Curse has played better tight ends and performed damn good playing them. J-Ron Curse played amazing. Right, his coverage was superb. So I've seen J-Ron Curse go toe-to-toe with Kittle. I've seen J-Ron Curse go toe-to-toe with Kelce. Right, I've seen him play better tight ends and take them out of the game than a Darren Waller. So am I concerned about Darren Waller, who's probably been slowed down a little bit by injury? No. Darren Waller is several years removed from his Pro Bowl season. And Darren Waller is more of a name than a productive player at this point. Not saying, that he can't maybe one day regain that, but it's not going to happen. And shout out to my boy S.A. Richburg for the $2 super sticker. Adding that in with the other one you sent, that puts it at $5. So you got yourself another raffle entry, my boy. So I thank you for the love and support. And Mr. Richburg, you are currently up to 15 raffle entries. So thank you for your support. If you want to be like my boy, Mr. Richburg, and improve your odds of winning the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, just hit the Cash App or hit the super chat. It's only $5 per entry. He said they got Michael Urban on Fox talking about Colorado football right now. Michael everywhere. Yeah, man. And listen, like Deion had a bunch of folks, come and talk to his players, man. That he had Warren Sapp out there talking to them boys. He had a playmaker talking to them boys, former teammate. So, like he had some heavy hitters come out there and speak to his players and help coach his players up, man. So they're receiving all the coaching in the world. So, they're getting great coaching. They're getting great coaching, great advice. So, I think they'll be a good team. I don't know they're going to be able to compete for a damn national championship week, like year one. I don't foresee them competing for a national championship year one, but I definitely believe, that they got a good team talent wise. I like their personnel. So if they were to upset TCU, I would not be surprised. There's a lot of times that TCU, is overrated. Let's keep it real. Nothing against TCU. Hey, shout out to my boy Cowboys Click for the $10 super chat. He said, "Yo, that's mine. Y'all best back off. Jayron Kearse is probably one of the best safeties in the league, pound for pound. One of the best players on the Cowboys for his position. He is locked." Yeah, man. Salute to you, Cowboys Click. And they got you 2 more raffle entries for the Dallas Cowboy jacket or pullover, my boy. So thank you for your love and support. Thank you for rocking with your boy, man. So let me go ahead. Booyah, got you updated. I appreciate you. But yeah, Jayron Kearse is hard, man. Jayron Kearse is, and that's why I wasn't really going to bring up, the Darren Waller matchup. I'm sure that they love Darren Waller. I'm sure they're going to attempt to throw the ball a lot to Darren Waller like they did in the preseason game they played in. I'm sure all of that is true. I'm also sure that Jayron Kearse is up to the task. I think Jayron Kearse is superb in coverage, has been superb in coverage since he's been here. And listen, I really want the Dallas Cowboys to go ahead and re-sign Jayron Kearse. I know that the Dallas Cowboys are looking to, get that boy Overshown more playing time when he comes back. He's sort of a hybrid player himself. I know they looking to elevate Marquise Bell and get him some more snaps. So, I don't know how they're going to evaluate the safety room, but I definitely think the Dallas Cowboys should re-sign Jayron Kearse. He's in the final year of his contract, and he's still playing at a very high level. So, I think Jayron Kearse should get another deal. And, I don't think that Jayron Kearse would break the bank to stay with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn really turned him up when he came over here. I know that he always had talent. He was an all ACC player at Clemson, but, in the NFL, his best years came in the Dan Quinn system. So, I think he wouldn't mind staying around Dan Quinn. So, if it was only a couple dollar difference, and there's no state tax in Texas, so there was only a couple dollars difference in the contracts. I'm sure he'll take a little bit less to stay in Dallas, play with Dan Quinn, not have any state tax and things like that. I love it. Jayron Kearse, his number 1 speaks for itself. Yeah, man, I love Jayron, man. He's a dog, man. Jayron Kearse is a straight up dog. Definitely one of my favorite players on the team. And listen, man, like the stuff that we asked Jayron Kearse to do, there's not a lot of people that can do it. We asked him as a safety to get the green dot and play primarily in the box, right? And the man, I don't know if he's gained weight since then, but the man is barely over 200 pounds. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body, and a lot of physicality and everything, and everything that comes with that position. So, I like Jayron Kearse, what he does for us. Yeah, he a dog, man. He a super dog. Y'all remember the junkyard dog from wrestling? Yeah, man. Like he a junkyard dog, man. He a junkyard dog, man. He said, "Let's go Colorado football." Hey, I hope they win, man. I hope they win. Anything that Prime is attached to, man, I pray nothing but good things for it. Yeah, they started at 11. Yeah, the Junkyard Dog was hard, dog. The Junkyard Dog was super hard. But yeah, so another key to victory I had in mind, though. This is one that I had mentioned before, right? Going based on what they did last year. Going based on what they did last year. Because remember, I'm the person that said you have to update your resume. Well, they haven't played a single game yet. So the last analytical data I have says, dog, y'all can't stop the run. Yeah, old school wrestling was it. That was the best wrestling ever. All right. So as y'all seen before, right? I shared this with y'all. Right. I know that we were talking about running backs and wanting to have another running back on the team. Well, week 1, I think the running backs that we have will suffice. Because the New York Giants got gashed by good running backs. They got gashed by bad running backs. They got gashed by everybody. They could not stop the run to save their lives or to save their season. So the New York Giants, in terms of rushing yards per game, allowed 144 rushing yards. Right? So listen, if the Dallas Cowboys get 144 rushing yards on the ground, we can guarantee that we won this game. If we get 130 rushing yards on the ground, I can guarantee to you that we won this game, because that means, they can't key in on one thing. That means we're moving the ball on the ground. We're moving the ball through the air. So if we're able to establish a run game, we will win this game. The New York Giants have shown that they have an Achilles heel in terms of stopping the run. So one of my primary keys to victory will be to establish the run. Right? We will beat the Giants at their own game. We should run the ball. We should utilize play action. Right? We should be so balanced they don't know what the hell is coming next. Is it really a run? Right? Because Tony Pollard can hit his head on the goalpost at any given moment. Right? And you got to account for that. If you got to account for Tony, or you got to account for Deuce, you got to account for the other backs. That means that you have to put extra guys in the box. That means that Brandon Cooks is probably going to be one-on-one on the outside. Right? And listen, it's a trickle-down effect. If you establish the run, if you're running the ball at will, 9 times out of 10, the defense will have to put an extra player in the box. If you put an extra player in the box, that means you're probably one-on-one on the outside. Well, who do the Giants have on the outside right now? Their 2 outside corners are rookies. They got a 6th-round rookie in Hawkins, right? Hawkins is a 6th-round rookie who plays on the outside for them. Deontay Banks, while he's a first-rounder, is a rookie. So if the Dallas Cowboys can establish the run, right, if they can get a run game going and force them to put extra people within the box, and they have to play against a loaded box. When you do play action, right, you're going to have Brandon Cooks, who is a veteran wide receiver, against a rookie. You will probably have Michael Gallup or CeeDee Lamb on the outside, who are veteran wide receivers against rookies, right? So we will have opportunities to take shots. We'll have opportunities to get chunk plays. We'll have all those opportunities if we attack them on the ground first. But listen, Tony Pollard, I think Tony Pollard will have over 100 yards, man. I believe he'll have over 100 yards rushing this game. Because I expect Tony Pollard to have a bunch of big runs. Because I don't necessarily know if Tony Pollard is going to get the ball. I don't know if Tony Pollard is going to have a 300 carry season like Ezekiel used to have back in the gap. But I can damn sure guarantee you that Tony Pollard is going to get, get 100 yards. He's too explosive. He was one of the running backs that had he was a running back that had one of the most explosive plays in the NFL last year. So I can see Tony Pollard getting 100 yards on the ground. I can see he's establishing this run game, not being one-dimensional in our pass calling. So I really see. I remember setting up in upper seats, Beaumont Civic Center, when I was 12 years old. He was watching the matches before his match. He was a cool dude. Junkyard Dog, let's freaking go. Hey, that's a while back. 38 years ago, bro. Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's a long time, man. But hey, man, I love the Junkyard Dog, man. They're one of my favorite wrestlers. Man. So yeah, I definitely see a clear path to victory for the Dallas Cowboys. But I just wanted to come and share my thoughts with y'all. Early this morning. I done sat here, rambled on with y'all about an hour and some change. So he said, and the junkyard dog was in his old, he was in his older years. My granny used to watch the reruns of Mid-South Wrestling. So I saw the younger version of the Junkyard Dog on the reruns. He used to be he used to wrestle in Mid-South. With General Akbar, with General Akbar and Dusty Rhodes, and it was lit. Mr. Wrestler 1 and Mr. Wrestler 2, man, it was lit. It was lit back then, man. But I've been on here about an hour, so I'm finna make my way to this gym, get this workout in. I probably catch some of the games while I'm on the treadmill. So thank y'all for stopping in and showing love to the channel, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And I'll be back later on, man. I'll be back later on to help you out with some more content. So before the day's over, I'll make sure to go live, give y'all another opportunity to get your raffle entries in, talk more matchup football. If there's a good game on later, we might even do a watch party and chop it up. So matter of fact, man, I'm gonna do a poll in the community. I'm gonna poll it in the community tab. If we were to do a watch party today for a football game, for the evening games, which one do y'all want it to be? But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go so I can get this workout in, and then I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. But peace, love, blessings. Continue to hit that like button on the way out. Hit them share button on the way out. Hit that Eagles fan on the way out. Hit them cash out and super chats on the way out. But thank y'all for everything, for the support, the blessings. I'll see y'all later on, man.